50. Carolina territory, jumps going to town. 20, 50, 10, 5, touchdown! I think, yeah, jumping time, baby. The sack, fakes, runs to the near sideline, still looking, throws it into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, A.J. Green, back right corner of the end zone.
This one's from the heart.
South Carolina won the toss. They've deferred. J.R. Reed says, we'll take the football. Scott, post-game tailgates are going to feature deep-fried barnyard club. Let's get it on.
All right. Deep-fried barnyard. All right. I like it. It is a good day for some roasted chicken. Don't you think? Georgia will be in red uniforms, silver breeches, red helmets. And South Carolina in white jerseys and garnet pants and garnet helmets. And we're almost ready to get this one underway. Georgia and South Carolina meeting for the 72nd time in the history of the series. Georgia has a decisive edge in the overall series history. 51 wins, 18 losses, and 2 ties. Dogs have won 4 in a row. And Georgia's 23-8 all-time against the Gamecocks here at Sanford Stadium. Again, the 72nd meeting between these two teams as Georgia tries to extend the streak and extend a lot more streaks. Extend the streak over SEC Eastern Division opponents and extend the home winning streak as well. We're going to look down on the kickoff from the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in the Larry Munson broadcast suite at Sanford Stadium. Glad to have you along for the opening kick. And the first half of our broadcast is presented by Ambetter from Peach State Health Plan, health coverage for the superfan. So Carolina won the toss. They deferred. They'll kick from west to east, left to right as we view it. And back deep for Georgia are Zamir White and James Cook. Cook is the deepest, and he's a yard or so in the end zone and the nearest to us. And Zamir White is on the far hash at the 5-yard line. This will be Will Tommy, a senior, kicking it off for South Carolina. He's got it teed up just to the north of the near hash on the 35-yard line. He's a left footer. As he approaches from the left side, we are underway in Athens as the kick is end over end, spinning towards the right corner of the end zone, taken by Cook, bounces off his chest. He drops it, picks it up in the end zone, and will take a knee for the touchback. And we are underway in SEC East play in Athens. Georgia will have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A free safety blitz right into the A-gap. Dogs did a good job of picking it up, but the man-to-man coverage just nowhere for Jake to go with that football.
Yeah, he had time, but Enagbury, the one of the defensive ends, made the tackle on Fromm. Now we're going to try a field goal from 50 yards. Here's Rodrigo Blankenship kicking it on the near hash to the left in bright sunshine. Wind blowing in. Here's the kick. It's away. It's reaching towards the uprights, and it is good. Another 50-yarder.
Boy,
he's unstoppable.
He really is. That was into a pretty brisk wind as well as all the flags blowing right in his direction.
To their 46 after the penalty. Or to Georgia's 46, excuse me. And it's 1st and 15 there. Play fake Helinski. Rolls to the left. Sets up. Unencumbered. Throws it deep down the far sideline. It's caught over the shoulder at the 15. And into the end zone, I think. Touchdown into that far corner. Yeah, he knocked down the pylon on his way in. A long touchdown pass to Brian Edwards. Had our guy beat by, it looked to be about 7 or 8 yards. And Helinski put a perfect ball on him. And Edwards scores the first points of the game for South Carolina.
Edwards was in the slot position. Ran an out and up. Very similar to the double move that got us last week against Tennessee early in that football game. Helinski on a little half roll bootleg just to get outside the pocket, change his launch point, and allow that play to develop. It took a long time, but again, we bite on the initial out move, and the double move gets us.
4th touchdown reception for Edwards this season. That's the 6th TD pass for Helinski, and they'll try the point after with Parker White It's up and good, and South Carolina has taken the lead on Georgia 7-3 with 1:58 to go here in the first quarter. Jones and Roderick driving Swift back, and they never got him on the turf, just kept driving him back. But forward progress is to the 1, a gain of 3. Second and goal from the 1 for the Bulldogs. We trail 7-3, trying to do something about that. High snap, give it to Swift. He drives it right guard. He plows in there, touchdown.
Boy,
we did do something about it.
Indeed, we did. And DeAndre Swift running with some power right behind Trey Hill. But DeAndre Swift just stood a Carolina Gamecock up as he was making his way into the end zone.
The Dogs with a red zone score. The red zone presented by Massey Ferguson. Experience the compact utility tractors that will take you through the season strong. Dogs regain the lead 9-7 for the moment. And here's Rodrigo Blankenship to try the point after. Camarda to hold and Walker to snap it. There's the snap, the hold, the placement, the kick, and it's all good. And the new score in Athens is Georgia 10 and South Carolina 7. That Bulldogs touchdown is
one-on-one and really on an island and able to hit, make contact, and not allow a yard after that initial blow.
Carolina looks like they're going to try a field goal here from the 40 or just inside a 50-yarder by Parker White. 50-yard field goal try, near hash, kicking left. Parker White, his career long is 48. This one is away. It is high, and it is into the net and good. He's got a new career long of 50 yards, and we're tied with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Georgia 10 and now South Carolina 10 on that 50-yard field goal by White. That's another All-State good hands field goal in this contest. Jay Brunson making sure he got to the turf. He'll get credit for the tackle. The gain is 6 to the 47. Dogs moving quickly. Minute 11 to go. Pressure on Fromm. He hangs one up. It's picked off by South Carolina. Near sideline, South Carolina 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, I think, unless he stepped out of bounds. I don't see it. That's going to be a pick 6. That's the first interception thrown by Fromm this year, and South Carolina has turned it into points, and they've turned their bench upside down. They lead it 16-10.
Yeah, just an ill-advised throw right there by Jake Fromm. It was caused by the pressure, and Jake was really moving backwards when he let it go and just floated it up in the air that allowed Carolina plenty of time to come and get up underneath that one and pick it. And as soon as the pick was made, it was nothing but green grass to the end zone.
That was Mukwamu on the pick 6, better than 50 yards on the return. And South Carolina has silenced Dooley Field at Sanford Stadium. With a minute to go in the half, they'll try the point after to go up 17-10. There's the snap and the hold, and the kick is up and good. And the Gamecocks lead by 7. Defensive touchdown for South Carolina. Your chances of winning go up exponentially when you have a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that right now. We need
There's really, a lot of time.
We need to throwing that out. Well, I don't know why you would throw that out like that. We need to talk about how we're going to go
statistical information.
But we need to talk about how we're going to go score in this next minute.
Well, you talk about that.
Well, you're talking negative right now. Back up a little bit.
Oh,
so
it has. Yeah,
maybe a bit of a break for the Dogs.
Blowing in from the west, looking at the flag over the west end zone. All right, 53.5-yard try for Rodrigo Blankenship at the end of the first half. There's the snap and the hold. The kick is blocked. Kick got blocked. It's going to bounce on the 10 and roll dead. Cade Mays is going to hustle down and touch the football down at the 5, but that's the end of the half. They blocked it. Only the second blocked kick ever for Rodrigo Blankenship. 30-yard line, now moving right towards the east end zone. Fromm under center. Fumbles the football. He lost the snap. South Carolina's fallen on it. He backed away, lost the snap, and the ball fell to the turf right on the 30. One of those big linemen or a linebacker, Brunson, got in there and covered up the ball. The Dogs have turned it over here and stopped the drive.
Boy, just all of a sudden a comedy of errors here. You had the pick 6. You've got a Carolina team really on the ropes offensively that can't get anything moving. But, boy, our offensive side just haven't been able to get anything going.
Eli Wolf was the target under the goalposts. and it was called on Jamie Robinson, the nickel, freshman from Leesburg, Georgia. That's a huge penalty. It gives Georgia an automatic first down. They'll put the ball on the 5.5.
Boy, huge break. 1:53 left on the game clock, so still plenty of time here. Dogs have got all 3 timeouts.
17-10. We're down 7. And on the Gamecock 5.5 with 1:53 to play in the contest. Oh, my goodness. Swift's back in the ball game. Fromm in the shotgun. Snap to Jake. He looks left, throws it into the back of the end zone. It's caught. Did he get his feet in? Yeah, you bet he did. Robertson, Demetrius Robertson, with some fancy footwork apparently, getting the toes in on the back line of the end zone for a score, and the Dogs are 1 point away from tying South Carolina.
Boy, Demetrius Robertson in motion across the formation, then a corner route to the back pylon. Great vision, great throw there by Jake Fromm, and Dogs, for the moment, claw their way back into this thing pending the extra point.
Kinlaw slow to get up for South Carolina. He's on one knee at the 14-yard line. Personnel out to check on him, but he's just kind of down with a hand on the ground on one knee right now for the Gamecocks. That touchdown pass from Fromm to Robertson is brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. It's 17-16 with the point after pending. Now Kinlaw up slow and kind of moving back and forth as he slowly walks off the field to the far sideline. And Rodrigo Blankenship on to try the point after to tie it at 17 with 1:48 to go. Oh, my goodness. Rodrigo in the pink slippers today. Camarda the holder. Payne Walker the snapper. Execute it one more time. Snap, hold, kick, in the air. Good, we're tied. Woo. Blankenship pumping his fist, trying to get the crowd to generate some noise here with 1:48. The Dogs came down the field and tied this thing with a massive, and I mean massive, 13-play, 96-yard drive. 4:38 off the clock. The capper was a 6-yard scoring strike on the pass from Fromm to Robertson. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered.
Boy, Dogs had to get some help from Carolina there with the big penalty on
they were
fourth
cheating.
down. They were cheating. There was still some help, though, that was greatly appreciated.
The officials saw them cheating. The game is over in regulation. We're going to overtime now.
The big offensive line from Georgia right behind Cade Mays and Trey Hill.
Second down and 6, the scoreboard says. For the Dogs just outside the 20 in overtime. Fromm throws. Pass, oh my gosh. Pass off the hands and intercepted by South Carolina. Our possession goes empty. Off the hands of Tyler Simmons at the 15-yard line, and Mukwamu, look at that guy, his 3rd interception of the day, and now all South Carolina has to do is get points on the board, and they will have won the game.
Well, just a little spot route. Tyler Simmons, it was a good ball, just right through his hands.
4th turnover by the Dogs today, 3rd interception.
Can't do that against anybody and win football games, but not over yet. Let's see if this Georgia defense can push Carolina backwards.
We need a turnover from them, but they haven't coughed it up all day. Joyner is the quarterback. So Georgia comes up empty in its possession. South Carolina now with a chance to win the game in overtime. They have it at the 25-yard line.
Coming some more magic.
Looking at the official numbers now, they have credited White with a 49-yard field goal, not a 50-yarder. That was earlier in the ball game. Here it's 17-all. This for the win for South Carolina. 34-yard try between the hash marks, kicking to the right. South Carolina trying to upset. Snap is a little bit low. The kick is high in the air, and the kick is no good. No good. We have survived the first series of overtime. We'll play another one.
That is unbelievable. Kick, I think it was off to the right. And Dogs somehow finding a way to stay in this football game. We've been given too many gifts. Let's end it now.
A lot of folks were heading for the exits.
And now they're turning back around.
Yeah, they're making the U-turn in the Tate Center parking lot, wanting to get back in and see the finish. We dodged the bullet there. White kicked it high in the air. It sailed above the upper tips of the upright, but he missed it on the chance to win the game in overtime. South Carolina.
But great hustle nonetheless.
Dowdle creeps up a yard in the backfield. Joyner goes under center, unbalanced line to the right. Oh my goodness, Tyler Clark almost picked off the handoff. He clobbers Dowdle back for a loss at the 8. Boy, did he time that snap, and boy, did he eat Dowdle's lunch.
What a play right there. Shot the gap. Dowdle.
Wow.
Lucky he held on to the football.
You're not kidding. Dowdle says, get me out of here. 4th down, huge play by Tyler Clark from Americus, Georgia. They're going to try a field goal to take the lead in overtime. 24-yard try, far hash kicking right. White puts it up, and it's good. South Carolina leads for the moment, 20-17 on the 24-yard field goal. What a defensive play by Tyler Clark. My goodness.
Boy, only thing that would have made that better if that ball would have popped out. But a fantastic play by 52.
Pass at the goal line in the front right corner. Both guys were kind of twisting around, spinning, looking back towards the football. Official right on the scene. There was no flag thrown. Now we're going to have to kick a field goal, a lengthy one, to try to tie it and send it to a 3rd overtime. This will be a 43-yard try. Camarda to hold, Rodrigo to kick to tie it and extend the game. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is away towards the uprights, and no good. No good. Missed it to the left, and South Carolina has stunned Georgia in Athens in double overtime, 20-17.
Carolina bench is clear, and they're running over to the small contingency of fans that they have there, and this stadium is an absolute shock. After it looked like we had a gift to get back into the football game, truth is we didn't play well enough to win. 4 turnovers, a pick 6 as one of those turnovers, a blocked field goal and a missed field goal. A lot of errors adding up.
A stinging finish for the Dogs as 3rd-ranked Georgia will now tumble, falling to South Carolina 20-17 in double overtime. Well, that was a battle of attrition there. Who wanted it? I mean, it was there for the taking for both teams multiple times, and finally South Carolina will win it as we miss a field goal in the 2nd overtime, and South Carolina goes back to Columbia with a 20-17 victory over the Dogs. Post-game coverage is coming up from Athens. Stay with us here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.